after,
Go ahead.
after waiting an hour, we finally got a room. A little bit of chaos at the kiosk. We'll discuss that in a little while. All right, guys, we are here at the Flamingo tonight, and I'm going to give you a room tour. This is the Go Executive. It is in the Spa Tower, not the Habitat Tower, and we'll get to that in a moment. But first off, let me just kind of show you what we were dealing with today. So although we do have the closed-in shower versus the previous video where it was not, that is nice. But this still is very outdated for my taste. You have the tub, obviously your normal information, normal stuff here. Interesting enough, there is kind of a cool TV like we had at the Bellagio within the mirror. However, I cannot get it to work. Also, each coming in to the room and going into the bathroom is this frosted glass, which you can see through. So there's really not privacy here either. A little disappointing for me. So then you have on both sides of the bed, you have your credenzas where you can work and do what you need to do. As you can see, things are broken, out of place, worn, dated. The telephone does not work. Things are a little bit crooked on the wall. Definitely needs to be renovated. You've got your fan vent up here for your air conditioning, which you can see is broken. Right now we're sitting at 80 degrees, which is a little uncomfortable when you've been walking around all day. You also have a privacy door here. So if you were to get adjoining rooms, you have a door here. Obviously we do have it locked. We don't want to have that. Let's see, you got your full length mirror, place to put all your belongings. TV, which we really haven't used just yet. Wires are kind of hanging down. I don't know that I care for the wallpaper here. Interesting enough, a lot of people ask about safes. While there is a safe in this room, I can't utilize it. For whatever reason, it is locked and it is kind of weird, but can't get into it, can't use it. So there's no point of even having a safe unless I want to call them and have them come up to our room here. You also have a little lounge seating area here. You do have a refrigerator in these rooms, which I did not think that they had here in the the Spa Tower. It is, but it's not very cold. So I'm not sure that it'll keep your drinks nice and cold, or anything that you store in there, especially for your food, will be the right temperature. Let you know how the bed goes. Looks okay. Little lumpy, little bit of dips in it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm very, very surprised at this this room, right? Because I've been a very big advocate of the Flamingo. the room that we had before, which was in the Habitat Tower. Super nice, wonderful, comfortable, updated. Everything was wonderful. Here, there's not a lot of plugs, so make sure you bring your phone actual adapters that go into the wall, because there's no USB charges here if you get the Go Executive bedroom. Just, I see you have outlets over here, and then you have some back here, and that is it to charger stations, where before you had them all over the room, which was super nice. The other thing is we actually have a view this time of the Habitat Life and the pool, which is going to be very hard to see right now. We'll get some better footage in the morning. First thoughts, super loud. We are on the top floor. We are on the 28th floor, and yet when we got here this evening and checked in, you could still hear the music playing. So anybody that wants to come up and retreat for the day and maybe take a nap, it's going to be very difficult in one of these rooms. When we had the strip view on the other side and we were in the Habitat Tower, no issues at all. But definitely in the Spa Tower, 28th floor, highest floor there is, hear everything. Music was thumping. Looked great, looked like a good time. But if you're wanting to retreat and maybe take a nap, this is not going to be the place for you to be able to do that if you're in this tower. Just going to be honest, a little disappointed. Can see now why the Flamingo does get bad reviews. So if you're going to stay here, it's definitely a great hotel, great casino. I would definitely ask for the renovated rooms and be in the Habitat Tower if you have that option. All right, guys, so we're going to tour the rest of the property, take a look at the restaurants, give you our final thoughts and our review here on this room and the hotel property overall. I hope you check it out, and we will meet up with you soon.
Well, I guess I can't get out.
Guys, this is another venue they have here at the Flamingo if you're looking to get married. It is a smaller, much quaint area. Very cute, just right off of the Habitat. As you can see, you've got a nice gazebo here, some nice places to sit. Very cute. I would definitely get married here if I did it all over again. For this trip, we're not going to make it to the pool and be able to play a little bit this time around, but I wanted to go ahead and show you what the pool is like. This one right out here behind me is the 21 and up pool, right? It's very loud. We talked about this in our video room review. We could hear it on the 28th floor, way up there. So it does get super loud. Right back here, you are going to have your family pool. You'll just go over the bridge here and you can go back there if you do have children. It doesn't ever look like it's that full or crowded, at least not yesterday. And if you look right down here, for all of you wondering, this is where you can put your things. They do have a locker here, which is really nice that you can rent and put your personal belongings here. You can see you have your day beds, which you can rent, and then the cabanas. They look kind of cute. Looks like they have TVs on them, so that would be fun if you're wanting to watch some Saturday football, college football, and lay out at the pool. All right, guys, we're going to give you our final thoughts here on the Flamingo. Now, if you've seen my other videos and seen my post, I always push the Flamingo. Great location, budget hotels, mid-center strip, easy to get in and out of. Well, that may not be the case this time around, or is not the case this time around. So we were here in July, and we stayed in the Habitat Tower, had a renovated room, the King Suite, or actually, I'm sorry, it was the Flamingo King room. Beautiful, clean, comfortable, up to date. Everything was new. It was wonderful. This time we specifically stayed in the spa tower because I had read some reviews about the spa tower not being updated, and those reviews are correct. So here you get a room that you've got nicks in the walls, drywall missing. The air conditioning vent is broke. You have frosted glass on the shower even when you first walk in the hallway as well. So you can still see in the bathroom. It's just the outline of whomever's in there. But for me, I don't like that. I'd like more privacy than that. Interesting enough, we did find out as well, at nighttime, you can see into other people's rooms. Didn't notice that last time because we didn't have the other tower facing us, but this time you could see into other people's rooms. So if you're always wondering, can people see in? Absolutely, they can. The other thing is, this time around, lots of security. I'm not sure why. Possibly there is a car show going on this weekend, but I don't know why that would have heightened security at this particular location. I don't mind. I think it's a little bit more secure. I enjoyed, turning around every corner and security standing there. So if you're worried about that, I have noticed it. Definitely more security this time around. Again, I think the Flamingo is still a good place. If you've never been to Vegas, I definitely maybe would start here at this hotel. I would just recommend that you stay in the Habitat Tower. It's definitely worth your money. And ask, for a renovated room. If you get the Spa Tower, which is hit and miss, you never know what you're going to get. Also, what we did is we did check in online before we got here. We were coming in on the airport. I went ahead at our local airport and checked us in. So by the time we got here, our room was ready. However, we used the kiosk that they specifically told us to use for express check-in, which is just new these last few weeks. That was a nightmare. There were 4 machines. 2 were working, and then 1 was working, and then by the time we got up there, it was not working. So 45 minutes to stand in line to check in, and then asked to go stand in the line for an hour and a half to now speak to someone else. That's a little bit of disservice for your customers and your hotel guests. So just be aware. The check-in definitely was a bit longer this time, even though they have a new section for express check-in. I don't think that they have it thought out well enough just yet, so it is still new, so be patient if that's the way you choose to check in. So overall, would I stay here again? Absolutely. I've always been a big fan of the Flamingo. I just would make sure that I wasn't staying in the Spa Tower. Now, do keep in mind, they are up for sale. So the Flamingo has been up for sale for almost 3 months now. And I definitely think because no one specifically has bought it out, they're not putting any more effort into updating the property and probably maintaining it to the top notch that they normally would. So keep that in mind as you're going to come here and stay before it gets bought out by someone else. I do think there's some negligence on Caesar's part as far as this property goes, and it may just be because they have it up for sale. Again, appreciate you guys. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up for us. It helps get our channel going here at the Las Vegas area. And we'll see you soon. Well, thank you for stopping by. Take care.